బాగా ఏంది
Hello everyone, I'm V. Sai Venkatakrishnan, second year computer science. Today's session we are going to discuss about convex hull problem and how to solve it using divide and conquer technique. So in today's session we will use what's the convex hull problem and where it will be used, the various solutions to it, and what's the divide and conquer technique and how to solve the problem using this technique. So before understanding what the convex hull problem is, we should understand what a convex set is. It is a set of points in the plane where any 2 points P and Q in the set, the entire line segment PQ belongs to the set. For example, if you see here, this point and this point, if you draw a line segment, it's out of the set. So this is a non-convex set, whereas these 2 points, the line segment connecting these 2 points is within the set, and therefore it's a convex set. So next is the convex hull. Based on the definition of the convex set, we arrive at the convex hull definition. The convex hull of a set S of points is the smallest convex set containing S. So based on this, the convex polygon is defined. A convex polygon is a shape or convex hull of a set S of n points where n is greater than 2, and if n is equal to 2, then the convex polygon degenerates to a line segment. So the figure here P12, P10, P3, P1, P0 is forms a convex polygon. So basically the convex hull problem deals with constructing the convex hull for a given set S of n points. So to solve this problem, we should find the extreme points, that is the vertices of a convex polygon. The extreme point is a point of the set S that is not a middle point of any line segment with the n points in the set. In this figure you can see the extreme points are P10, P3, P1, P0 and P12. The remaining points are all interior to the convex polygon, and this is the smallest convex hull that can be constructed. So this problem has various applications in the field of geographic information systems, image processing, pattern recognition, game theory. In image processing or pattern recognition, we can identify the face using the facial descriptions or the static points like the eyebrow, etc. And in geographic information system also, we can see whether a location is within the specified area or not, or whether the person is within that area or conflict zone or not. So these are the various algorithm design techniques that have been employed to solve the convex hull problem. So as you can see, the time complexity for the brute force technique belongs to big O of n cube, whereas for the divide and conquer technique the best case belongs to big O of n, that is a linear time. So on seeing this, we can come to the conclusion that the divide and conquer technique is a much efficient algorithm than the brute force technique. So what's the divide and conquer technique? It's actually 3 steps. The problem's instance is first divided into several smaller instances of the same problem. The second step, the smaller instances are solved recursively, and sometimes a different algorithm may be employed if the instance becomes small enough. And also, the solutions obtained for the small instances may be combined to get the solution of a larger instance. So finally we will be able to solve the original problem that we had in our hand. So coming to the main solution, how to solve the convex hull problem using divide and conquer technique. So in this, the algorithm what we are going to use is called as the quick hull algorithm. The name is similar to quick sort because it depends upon, it's similar to the quick sort algorithm in its data flow also. So consider P1, P2, P3 up to Pn be a set of points, n points in set S. So assume the points are sorted in increasing order of their x coordinates, and whenever a tie occurs, the y coordinate is used as a tiebreaker to sort the points. So let P1 and Pn be the two distinct extreme points of the set's convex hull. So P1 is the leftmost point and Pn is the rightmost point. So the line joining P1 Pn separates the convex hull or the set of points into two sets, S1 and S2. Here S1 is the points to the left or the points above, and S2 is the points below P1 and Pn. So the points of S on line P1 Pn other than P1 and Pn cannot be the extreme points, and thus they are excluded from further consideration. The boundary of the convex hull of S is made of two polygon chains called the upper hull and the lower hull. The upper hull is the sequence of line segments with vertices at P1, the points in S1, that is the points above P1 Pn line segment, and the point Pn, whereas the lower hull is sequence of line segments with vertices at P1 Pn and the points below the line segment P1 Pn, that is the set S2. So the upper hull and the lower hulls are constructed independently by the quick hull algorithm, and then they are finally concatenated to form the convex hull of the set S of n points. So constructing the upper hull using the quick hull algorithm. So the same technique can be used to construct the lower hull also. So let us deal with the upper hull, and then the same can be used again for the lower hull. So point P max vertex is identified in S1, which is the farthest point from the line segment P1 Pn, and if there is a tie between 2 points, the point P max that maximizes the angle P max P1 Pn is chosen. The quick hull algorithm identifies all points of the set S1 that are to the left of the line P1 P max and make up the set S1, 1, and the set S1, 2 is a set of points that is to the left of line P max Pn along with P max, Pn points. So the algorithm continues constructing the upper hulls of P1 union S1, 1 union P max and P max union S of 1, 2 union Pn recursively, and then joins them to get the upper hull of set P1 union S1 union Pn. So the upper hull of P1 union S1 of 1, union P max is nothing but this region, whereas the upper hull constructed using P max union S of 1, 2 union Pn is this region. So combining these two, we get the upper hull of the set P1 union S1 union Pn, that is nothing but the whole region covering the set of points above P1 Pn line segment. So how do we find a P max point that maximizes the angle or that is farthest from the line P1 Pn? We use the formula to find the area of triangle P1 P2 P3. So here, using the determinant form of calculating the area, we arrive at this formula where x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3 are the coordinates of the points P1 P2 and P3. So the sign of this expression is positive if and only if the point P3 is to the left of line P1 P2. So using this formula, we can check in constant time whether a point lies to the left of the line and also determine the distance of the point from the line. So using this, we can find the farthest point that is to the left of the line, and using that we can recursively construct the upper hulls and then concatenate them to solve the problem. So this is the algorithm that we just discussed now. So this is the quick hull algorithm, which finds the set of points above P1 P2 and the set of points below P1 P2, and then finds the upper hull and lower hull using the algorithm QH walk, invoking it twice. So this is just a continuation of the algorithm that we just discussed right now. So the time complexity of the convex hull problem using the divide and conquer technique depends upon the sorting algorithm that we use to sort the points based on the x coordinate and sometimes on the y coordinate. So if we use a quick sort algorithm, so the worst case of the quick hull algorithm is same as the worst case of the quick sort algorithm, that is big O of n square, and this is not the case always. For an average case, the performance becomes much better due to two reasons. One is the average balanced split of the problem into smaller sub problems, and also a number of points on the line P1 Pn and also interior to the triangle formed by P1, Pmax and Pn are eliminated from further processing. So this improves the performance of the algorithm when compared to the brute force technique. So the best case efficiency of the quick hull algorithm belongs to big O of n, that is a linear time fashion, and it's much appreciable. So finally we can arrive at the conclusion that the convex hull problem can be efficiently solved using the divide and conquer technique in a linear time when compared to the brute force technique that takes n cubic time polynomial to solve the same problem. So thank you all, and a special word of thanks to my course instructor Mr. Arul Suju for giving me this opportunity, and thank you audience for watching this video.